Men has come. They are wicked, they are heartless. Sometimes I wonder where they throw their conscience to. I wish I was never a man. I wish I was a woman. And in fact, since I was not created as a woman, I'm going to turn myself to a woman. I'm going for a transgender surgery. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this channel, I tell stories, I tell fiction stories, and I do this to answer questions pertaining to life. I do this every Friday and Saturday, so feel free to ask me any question of your choice in the comment section, and I will tell you a story answering that question. Yes, so this weekend I'm going to do something very interesting, telling you a story. I'll be uncovering the secrets behind seduction, like the tactics they use to lure you into doing some things and you don't even know they lured you into doing it. So this story will be revealing to you those tactics. Yeah, so let's get the story started. But before then, please hit the subscribe button, subscribe to this channel if you've not done that, and so you don't miss out from the interesting content I'll be posting it every week. Okay, so for real, let's get the story started. Men has come. They are wicked, they are heartless. Sometimes I wonder where they throw their conscience to. I wish I was never a man. I wish I was a woman. And in fact, since I was not created as a woman, I'm going to turn myself to a woman. I'm going for a transgender surgery. These were Henry words to Stella, who was sitting in front of him, sipping the orange juice on the table. Stella nodded her head and responded, "Sincerely, your gender shouldn't exist." Henry nodded as well and said, "Yes, they are so greedy. You know my friend Desmond, my guy, he stabbed me at the back hard. He told a lie that has made me jobless now. He took away the only girl that I love, got married to her and divorced her after 3 months." When Stella heard this, she remembered her past relationship and she shouted, "Men are so wicked. Why? It's exactly what my ex did to me. After being loyal and faithful to him for 6 years, I got pregnant in the relationship I aborted and still he left me for another woman. I can't even imagine being in another relationship. I'm done with relationship. I cannot." As soon as she finished saying this, she started crying. She remembered the pain of the past and she cried so much. Henry consoled her and said something that when she heard, it felt like her hive was wanted to leave her hive. Henry said, "When I finally succeed to turn myself to a woman, I'm not going to do stuff with men. I will do with my fellow women. And not just that, I'm taking the job offer my influential friend offered me that pays 10 times better than my previous job. All I need to do is stand in front of the camera with my fellow lady, touch her, and that's just it. And my face will not even show, our faces will not even show. And I'll be paid huge for it. This is a way to actually revenge for what men have done to me and to so many other ladies out there." When Stella heard this, she felt like spitting on the floor. She shook her head, ended the discussion with Henry, and left the restaurant. Though she was still crying because she remembered so much that happened to her in the past. The day she met with Henry happened to be on a Friday, and so the weekend was very bad for her. She kept on thinking about her ex, kept on crying, regretted so many things she did just for this her ex-boyfriend. The weekend was a very slow one for her. She felt like the weekend was not ending, but finally it ended. So it was work time, it was a Monday. She prepared elegantly for work on a blue gown with heels, silver heels, moderate makeup, and a mild smile. And when she got into the office building, every man that saw her looked at her twice. She noticed it, but she eased quietly. Of course, she doesn't care about men, because after that weekend, she hated men 10 times than she ever hated them from the beginning. So when she got to the office, she started working immediately. During lunchtime, she decided to stay back and finish up one or two things. So while she was still in the office, she heard somebody crying outside. So she stepped out to see who it was, and to her surprise, it was her colleague Priscilla. She quickly hurried to meet her and tried consoling her without asking why she was crying, because Stella had this mindset that if somebody's crying that way, you don't try to pressure them to know why they are crying. Simply leave them to cry. You just try to console them any way you can. But that's her belief anyway. So she didn't pressure Priscilla to know why she was crying. She just tried to console her. She went to the canteen to get her food and drink and ensure that she ate. It wasn't too long from then. Lunchtime was over. So Stella went back to work. And after work that day, she still went to meet Priscilla, greeted her. Good afternoon, Priscilla. Priscilla responded well, though with a dull face. She was sluggishly packing up so she could go home. Stella stood there waiting for her to finish up so they can go home together, because they actually lived close to each other, but then they hardly spoke to each other. But that day, because Stella saw her crying, she was so interested. She was curious to know why the most beautiful girl in the office, like the most beautiful girl, was crying. So they went home together, and Stella decided to first escort Priscilla to her own place. When they got to her place, Stella said to her, "Priscilla, is there anything I can do for you?" Instead of Priscilla to talk, she started crying. At this point, Stella moved closer to her and asked her, "Why are you crying?" For some minutes, Priscilla did not say anything. All she did was to cry. After a while, she shouted, "He cheated on me. After 4 years of being faithful and loyal to this guy, he cheated on me. And when I caught him, he was not even remorseful or sorry. All he said to me, looking at my eyes, was, 'I'm a man, so I can cheat. If you're not okay with it, you can leave.'" When Stella heard this, she was so pained. It felt like it was her this guy did it to. The pain of her past and this one like just mixed up and got her so angry, but she held her tears so she could console Priscilla. Stella kept consoling her, and after a while, Priscilla was relaxed. So Priscilla went to the bedroom to have her showers. While she stood in the bedroom and the water poured on her, Priscilla smiled. Kind of wicked smile. But then Stella waited for her outside until she was done, and then told her, "Bye, see you tomorrow. I'll come to your place so we could go for a walk together." Priscilla nodded her head and smiled. At this point, I'll pause the story. I don't know what you are thinking, but you are thinking something right now, and just stay tuned because I will continue this story right here in this channel tomorrow. You want to know what Priscilla, Stella, Eric, what the story people are up to, because it will amaze you. And after listening to this story, you will never, you will know exactly the tactics seducers use. You know the tricks, you know the secret behind seduction, and you will not allow yourself to fall for it any longer. See you tomorrow right here in this channel. Please give the story a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and throw in your comments in the comment section. Bye.